Hello, YouTube. I'm Zach. You're watching ZakDTV, your spot for interesting news Monday through Friday. Remember, if you like what I do, go ahead and click subscribe below. And if you don't, well then give me a thumbs down. Let me know why. Let's get right into this. I'm going to start with Ken Ham. Ken Ham is back in the news again. He's a well-known creationist. You might remember when he debated Bill Nye about the beginnings of Earth, the origins of the universe. Well, he's back at it again. He just unveiled a new diorama that will be displayed at the Ark Encounter theme park in Kentucky. This is a theme park that allows you to basically travel around what the Ark would have been like, Noah's Ark. And the diorama depicts wicked population in the pre-flood world. They're enjoying a gladiator match. In this gladiator arena, you'll see a bunch of humans, a couple giants, and a dinosaur, all fighting while onlookers are cheering them on. It is a pretty nice looking piece, and the artist did a really great job with it. But wait, you might be saying, Zach, did you just say dinosaurs? Yes, I did. If you look there in the right-hand corner of this photo, that is a dinosaur coming out to eat some people and giants or whatever in this gladiator-type arena. That's there because Ken believes the world is only 6,000 years old. Man and dinosaur live together, and they're giants too. Which actually, on a weird side note, there might have actually been giants. I've seen different things where they've discovered giant bones. They're not accepted by mainstream science. I don't know. There's a lot of unexplained stuff out there. But so yeah, Ken thinks that we've been here for 6,000 years. Modern science thinks that dinosaurs died out about 65 million years ago. Humans in their current form have only been evolving this way for about 200,000 years. I don't know who's right. You guys make up your own mind on that one. But hey, since we're on the topic of ancient history, come on people, grab your Jolly Ranchers and let's sneak out from our parents' house. Zima is back. I don't know if some of you are too young to remember it. I'm dating myself a bit, but Zima was the drink when I was younger. It was discontinued back in 2008, but it seems like the marketing gurus over there at Miller Coors decided to play on our nostalgia and bring it back for a limited time. I know I'm going to be picking up at least a 6-pack of this to relive the glory days of high school parties and bonfires in the woods. But it kind of makes me wonder, do adults even drink this stuff? I haven't had it in years, so I'm going to give it a try and see what I think now. And you know, after you enjoy your Zima and Jolly Ranchers, and it's time for some lovin', if you feel really cutting edge and feel like wasting money, you can go check out the newest craze sweeping the world. You can freeze your genital with liquid nitrogen. The treatment runs around $60, and it will boost your endorphin levels and sex drive by stimulating temperature receptors, which sends messages to the brain that then tries to repair the damaged tissue. This will in turn cause tighter, youthful, clear, and vibrant genital skin appearance through boosting collagen. The treatment does cause vasoconstriction, which is when your blood vessels shrink up to keep the heat around your body core. It happens whenever you get cold. It's a common thing. It is also the leading cause of erectile dysfunction. So this might not really work for you. Now, according to doctors that have weighed in on this, or just anybody who knows anything about being outside for long periods of time in the cold, what this is really going to do is cause cryonecrosis. I wanted to use the big word, but basically it's frostbite. And I know I don't want frostbite on my junk. And on top of that, it's going to kill your Zima buzz. I don't have some clever segue to get into this next one. I'm just going to do it. Over the last couple years, Yale has been going through a series of protests over the name of one of its undergraduate residences, Calhoun College. The building is named for John C. Calhoun. He graduated Yale in 1804. He then went on to become our 7th Vice President of the United States, and he did, however, promote slavery. Some say he was a product of his times. It was accepted back then. He was for it. Some people were against it. Other notables that were for it were people like Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln. Check the description. I have the link for you. Now, Yale did finally give in to these kids, and they came up with a progressive solution. They renamed the building after Rear Admiral Grace Hopper. She's known as Amazing Grace for how much stuff she has done in her life. She graduated there in 1934 with a doctorate in mathematics. She went on to work on the Harvard Mark I computer, one of the oldest computers. She also helped to develop the first computer language, think C++ for its time. She even has a Navy destroyer named after her, the USS Hopper, as well as a supercomputer. Posthumously, she was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Sounds like a good example of a person to name a hall after, correct? But no, not good enough. After the announcement of the name change, new protests started. These come from the Yale Women's Center. They feel that choosing a white woman, ignores Yale's history of slavery and perpetuates white supremacy. In the letter that was released by the center, they state this change wasn't good enough and called it whitewashing and silenced the students' voices. What is going on in this country, and especially our college campus? For another story like this, you should look into Lynch Hall down in Lebanon College in Pennsylvania here, where they want the name changed because it's named after Clyde Lynch, who got the school through the Great Depression, raised all the money needed to build this building during a rough financial time, and was a great president of the school. The students want the name changed because it says Lynch, and they feel that black people were lynched. What these students don't realize, it seems, is that Indians were lynched, Mexicans were lynched, Chinese were lynched, whites were lynched, blacks were lynched. If you are a nationality in this country, it's a pretty good chance that you got lynched at one point. Through their form of selective history, they want to use this as a rallying cry to get the name of Lynch Hall, named after a guy, not the activity, changed. Really, what is going on here? Why do these people feel the need to do this? I personally respect our history, and yes, there are some dark spots. I don't agree with slavery, I don't agree with lynching, but at the same time, we have to respect too that was a different era in history. And no, you're not always going to have a safe space. Sometimes you'll have to walk into a building named after somebody who did something you don't like. If you look at anyone, you can find something you don't like about them. And I do wonder, is this because the children are off to college and they don't have mommy and daddy to enforce their will on anymore? Or are they just so disconnected from reality that every little thing that isn't perfect to them is an injustice and intolerable? Or were they just raised so damn PC that they truly feel offended by them? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you share that point of view, let me know why. I am open to learning from other people, and I want to know more about this topic. From here, I'm just going to wrap it up with Shia LaBeouf, everyone's favorite Hollywood crazy guy, just got a mark in the W column. His He Will Not Divide Us art installation that was shut down in New York on February 10th is reopening. Actually, I think it's back up and running already in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's now on the outside of the El Rey Theater, and you can go there and chant into a live stream, He Will Not Divide Us. Seems like if you chant anything else, Shia might come out and get arrested while attacking you. It was shut down in New York because it was causing a giant disturbance in the area, so bad that the New York Police Department had to keep officers there 24 hours a day to make sure violence didn't break out, to make sure things didn't go crazy, to make sure there's no vandalism. And now all that fun is moving right down to New Mexico. I wonder how long it's going to last there. It only made it a couple weeks in New York. Maybe in the long run, this could be a moving show, and it'd be all over the U.S. That's going to wrap it up for me. If you like what I do, share it with your friends. Maybe they'll like me too. And remember to come back Monday through Friday. I put out a new video every day to bring you up to date on interesting stuff from around the internet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.